What's up, guys? Romit here, and today I'm going to talk about the fear of poverty. And this is inspired by Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, and where he addresses the 6 fears that prevent wealth. And I just wanted to address the first and the most important fear, and that is the fear of poverty. Now, what is fear of poverty? Is basically the most destructive, the most intense fear out of the 6 fears, and it speaks about the fear of being poor for the rest of your life. Okay, the reason why I wanted to just highlight this one fear out of all the 6, because this is the most important, and there are symptoms to check if you have this fear, and I'm even going to highlight those symptoms so that when you are aware and you acknowledge that something is, whatever you're thinking over here is not supporting what you are trying to achieve, then it makes sense to change this wiring, reboot the system, so that your thoughts can be in sync with what it is that you are wanting to achieve. Okay, so like whether it's from The Secret that says, the law of attraction is where what you think about is what you bring about. So if you have positivity here, you will attract positivity, and what you are working towards will lead you to a positive result. But if you have negativity over here, you will lead to negativity. Now, with respect to generating wealth and money, your thoughts play a very important role. Let me ask you a very simple question. When you see a rich person, what do you think? Oh, God bless him. Or do you think, oh, that bastard? Oh, that lucky guy. He doesn't deserve it. How you perceive rich people will reflect on your belief, and that could be a symptom that could put anyone in that fear of being poor for the rest of their life. So what I want to talk to you about, more importantly, are these 6 symptoms, so that you are aware if you have these symptoms or not. And if you do, then not to worry. Then the goal is to work on overcoming these symptoms or fixing these symptoms, so that you can move to having a mindset of abundance and wealth. Okay, everything around you was once upon a time a part of someone's imagination. Okay, even everything that you have today, right now, the life that you've created, is a result of your thoughts, your beliefs, right? Because if you believe, whatever you believe in becomes your reality. So you have to really pay attention to what thoughts are going on in your mind, because if you understand the power of your thoughts, and you understand that if you can change your thoughts, you can change your life, that is a game changer. And just because you have been a certain identity for the past 15, 20, 30, 40 years does not mean that you can't change your identity. You can change your beliefs, you can change your identity, and identify what is important for you, what goals do you want to achieve, and how you need to become to be the person who is worthy of those goals. Okay, for example, if you don't think you're worthy of becoming rich, do you think you'll ever become rich? Even if you win a lottery of $1 million, you won't know how to handle that money, because your mindset will be one of poverty, and you will lose that money that you make from a lottery. This has actually been proven. I'm not just saying that people with a poor mindset who win the lottery, they lose all that money within a very small amount of time, a few years. Now, this is the result of having the mindset of having the fear of poverty. And really, the reason why I want to address this is because, see, everybody wants to make more money and get more wealth. But what nobody really understands or really speaks about a lot is the mindset that you bring to the table if you want to have more wealth in your life. Okay, today we're bombarded by Facebook ads and by different courses and programs. Make money here, make money there. But there is no course on planet Earth that can fix your state of mind. You have to fix your state of mind before you apply your efforts. Okay, you have to first set your mindset to be in sync with what you want to achieve. And if you have a mindset that is having this fear of poverty, then you're not going to really attract. No matter what you do, you're going to stay in that level. Okay, and I don't want that for you. I want you to break through. So let's understand the symptoms that state that you have the fear of poverty. Okay, because once you're aware of the symptoms, then you will understand what you need to do differently so that you can rewire your mindset and actually, go out there and create that wealth and abundance and riches in your life. So the first one is indifference. Now, what does indifference mean? Indifference means that you're just content, you don't want any more, you're absolutely fine with what you have. And this is not in a positive way, okay? This is in a negative way, where Napoleon Hill says that you tolerate anything. Like, for example, if anything is happening to you, you'll tolerate it. Some people who are like, this is happening to me, and I accept this, and this is how it's always going to be. We come across those kind of people who just accept things as they are, and they don't believe that they can change the situation. Napoleon Hill says that indifference means like not caring. It is what it is. Okay, if this is happening in my life, these are my circumstances, then this is how it's always going to be. Napoleon Hill also adds, which means that if you have a lack of ambition, lack of imagination, lack of enthusiasm, no self-control, these are all signs of a weak mindset that lead to having that fear of poverty. Okay, now the second symptom is indecision. Now, if you let other people, make decisions for you, and sometimes that could be just walking over you, and you don't fight for what is right, or you don't fight for what you believe is right, or you don't work towards what you believe is right, absolutely no ambition, just going and existing, right? There are two kinds of people: the people who just exist and the people who live. I want you to understand the importance of what I'm sharing over here, because your mindset is the most valuable asset that you have. And there are a lot of people, most people don't know how to use their mindset. They just take whatever life throws at them, right? Just like Tony Robbins says that, either life can happen to you, or you can make life happen for you. Okay, so that's really important. The third one is doubt. Of course, this goes without saying. If you always doubt anything and everything, and if you always use excuses to cover up certain failures, or you're constantly criticizing other people who are successful, then that is the third symptom, which is called doubt. And it's really important that if you are someone, or if you know someone, or if you're around people who are like this, because you are an average of the company you spend time with, and if you're around people who have these symptoms, then you'll but naturally have these symptoms yourself as well, right? Because you're an average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you hang around people with a rich mindset, and if you hang around people with a poor mindset, it's already been proven. What I'm saying is not based on my own theory. This has been proven. It's fact that your company makes you or breaks you. Okay, the fourth one is worry. So Napoleon Hill says that when you find fault in others very easily, when you have a lack of self-reliance, you're nervous, and basically you just keep worrying about everything, and you keep blaming everything around you, right? You just keep blaming the people around you, the circumstances, the weather, the boss, the colleagues, the friends. You keep blaming everything around you, then that is a symptom as well. I'm sure we all know someone who just keeps blaming everything and anything, and if you're like somewhat positive, you're like dude, relax, just stop it, relax, but that is a symptom as well. I'm just stating the symptoms that Napoleon Hill has mentioned in his book. Okay, this is not my theory, but I support this, and I'm here to share it with you. The fifth one is overcaution. So overcaution means the habit of looking for the negative in every positive. Okay, so this is really important, because overcaution over here, what Napoleon Hill is trying to saying is that people who will look at the glass half empty and not half full. So when you find, like, another example is, if you look at a tunnel, people who look at the darkness and not the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is a symptom that is really important to understand, that if you are someone like this who always focuses on the negative in everything, even when there is positive, then that's a sign that you have the symptom. And the last one is procrastination, which, so Napoleon Hill says procrastination, when you put off things for tomorrow, you delay what you need to do today, you're delaying it for tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year. Then obviously having that mindset of procrastination where you're delaying what is important for you, what is right for you, that also is a symptom. So just to summarize, procrastination, overcaution, worry, doubt, indecision, and indifference. Okay, so the goal is to first be aware. Do you have these symptoms? And if you do, there's nothing wrong with it. Awareness is the first step to change. Now, how do you change? How do you make these changes? First, you have to be aware, and then you have to acknowledge, okay, this is I complain a lot. I think I should stop complaining so much. So you want to monitor. See, it's not going to be easy, of course, right? If it was so easy to be a billionaire, if it was so easy to make $1 million, it's not easy, but it's not impossible. But if you don't believe that it's possible, it's not going to happen, right? So you have to set your mindset. You have to set this frequency over here to a frequency that is going to attract what you want. It's like a radio station over here. Okay, and this has been proven, again, not my theory. It's been proven that your mind has certain frequencies, and what frequency you tune into, you will listen to that music. Okay, so similarly, this is metaphor for tuning into the frequency of wealth by not having these symptoms and replacing these symptoms with supportive, positive beliefs. You know that money is good, and that you deserve money, and that having a good relationship with money. Like, if you have a good relationship with money, and when you think about money, it makes you feel good. It's not a negative feelings, right? Because if you have a negative feeling towards money, then you're just gonna, it's gonna become like a shadow. The more you run after it, the more it's gonna run away from you. So these are really important things. Now, maybe this resonated with you, maybe it didn't, but I found it really important to share this concept with you, because I feel it's necessary. Because the whole world is out there trying to, make a living. We're in a pandemic situation, and it's difficult, and it's uneasy for a lot of people, and people are struggling financially. And then you have an understanding here of the symptoms that you might have that might create this fear of poverty. And here I'm just trying to convey the message that if you have any of these symptoms, it's okay. But knowing that these symptoms are connected to attracting a state that you don't want to be in, so it's important. So acknowledge. So I would suggest that you really maybe watch this video again and understand the symptoms. Go and read, about The Fear of Poverty by Napoleon Hill, and understand, because it all starts over here. And if you take control of this, you'll take control of this. Okay, take control of your mind, you'll take control of your life. That's it. So I hope you found value from this video. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. And your feedback is definitely valuable. I'm going to keep doing this and identify topics related to the mindset with respect to wealth, and obviously with respect to digital entrepreneurship, building an online business, and more importantly, taking charge of your life. Okay, so this is Romit. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.